Hi, this is Charlie or Delia, depending on whatever account I post this on. This is a tutorial on McCourse's BBS mod, Blockbuster Studio, mainly for my friend, but if other people find this, they can probably use that too. But yeah, McCourse has tutorials on their YouTube channel, so you should probably watch them instead. But my friend found it kind of confusing, so we're gonna trying to explain it. So initially, whenever you spawn in with the mod loaded, you're gonna want to go to your options. I don't know why I can't see my mouse. Go to controls, keybinds, and then go look for the BBS section so you can figure out what your keybinds are. I have my dashboard at 0, and I don't know why the morphin menu is B, but it doesn't really matter. And record current replay as U. Those are the most important things. The other things aren't that important. You could also, if you want to watch the film while you're outside of it, I'm pretty sure you can have this, but I've never really done that, so just make it some random keybind. So once you have those decided, go to your dashboard, and it's gonna pop up on this screen first. And I don't know why I can't see my mouse. This is really pissing me off. Let's put it inside, and then no, it's just gonna disappear no matter what. Okay. Um. Let's do this. This is what we're gonna have to do so we can see my mouse. You're gonna want to go to films. Actually, no, you don't want to go to films yet. You want to go to morphing. This is just the Patreon page, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Go to morphing. And you're gonna see all this, which is gonna be really disorienting. Ignore like almost entirely of this. You're gonna go down to models, which is players. The reason these are Lucifer and August is because I don't know what the fuck I did to it a while ago, but these are gonna be like Alex, like this, the pink one, and a yellow one. The thick arm is gonna be yellow one. The pink one is gonna be the thin armed. So depending on whatever you want to do, you're gonna want to click on that, and you're gonna go to this little pencil right here. It's the edit, and then you're gonna see all this. These are all the body parts and whatnot. And left arm item, I'm pretty sure. No, is it? No, I'm pretty sure it's the second layer. I'm pretty sure. Anyways, go to texture. This is gonna how you gotta choose your skin because this is gonna be a pink thing, right? Pick your texture. So with this, you can see that I have a shit ton of textures here, but the way you get this in is you're gonna go open your files, right? You're gonna open your files. Open your files. Yep. So now we have all these. You're gonna want to find your skin, whatever. This is just a bunch of random shit. So you're gonna grab this skin, right? And you're gonna want to drag it, go down to Minecraft, and just drop it. Drag and drop files were successfully processed or whatever, and then you're gonna find it. Boom. That's your skin. And that's all you have to do is select it, and you can X out of that. Now, if you want to resize the player, as if your character's a smaller person or whatever, they're shorter or whatever, you can go to here. You're going to have to select anchor for this, by the way. Make sure it's selected at anchor, because that's the entire character. Go down to here, which is scale. I'm going to make him his can height. 0.85, no, 5. You're going to do this for every single one, so it's an even distribution. If you're resizing a character, you can also mess around with it just to see what sizes look like what. And then whenever you resize a character, especially if they're like a shorter person, you're gonna want to lower them because it's gonna like remain the same height or whatever in a sense. And if they're a taller person, they're gonna be down in the ground like this. And the way you can tell what's the ground is that there's these little lines here, and you're just gonna want to go like this so you can kind of understand where it is. Oh yeah, by the way, left click to hold it and move around. Middle mouse button to do this. Okay. So depending on what it is, you want to go up like this. This is the move button. This is like the scaling, and these are rotations. I don't know what the purpose for the second rotations, but sometimes I use them. So once you have it fairly even, it doesn't really matter if they're in the ground or a little bit above it, just so long it looks right. You can save this, finish editing. Oh yeah, I didn't even specify what's going on. I'm going over the basics. or whatever I use on a day-to-day basis using this mod. So you're gonna have this in your recent forms. Forms don't really save. They might be able to save. I just never really figured that out, or it doesn't really matter. It's not that inconvenient. So you go to films whenever you want to make a film. Okay, we're going over to models later. Whenever you want to make a film, go to films, and this is probably gonna be empty if this is the first world you've ever opened. So we're gonna go to this plus button, type in a name for your film. Teaching. I'm going to make, I don't know, a clip for my essay video or analysis video with Brennan, okay? And then we're gonna press OK. And then we're gonna see this screen. This screen seems really fucking confusing and really overwhelming. It's not. Think of it like CapCut or whatever. Like, especially CapCut is really simple, especially on phone. So just think of it like that. Like, I'm gonna pull it up right now. CapCut. That's not CapCut. That's CapKit. I hope I have my mic unmuted. Let's check while this is loading. Yeah, I do. Okay, just make sure. Oh, okay. So, let's go to the Lucifer edit render or whatever. It's really slow on my PC or laptop, whatever. This is a fairly similar interface, I'd say, except just take this and put it right here. You could also put like this in BBS if you really wanted to. I'm pretty sure you can just, where is the button? There's some button for this. I know there is. Here we go. There. You could have it like it is in CapCut if that makes it any more simple for you. If you want to go back to how it was, personally I like it the original, click that. So it is a very similar interface to CapCut. You have these clips that like videos that you've imported. And you also have audio and you also have whatever text you want to put over and stuff like that, right? So we're gonna take the video clips and let's say these video clips, I'm gonna close this because I feel like it's slowing me down. These video clips, let's say we just want to make a video clip like it's in CapCut. You're gonna right click, add clip at current tick. Is the tick is where your green line is, and cursor is where your cursor was wherever you click that. And I've never used from player recording, but yeah. And then you have all these options. It's not really. You're gonna want me using idle, dolly, path, and audio the most. Those are your main things. But for now, we're gonna use an idle, and I just clicked on it wrong. Add clip a cursor, idle. And this is an idle. This is where you, that's just a clip. That for however long it lasts, it's going to play like that. There. And you can also move this around however you want. You can organize it, you can lengthen it, so forth. Think of it just like a video that you're editing, and this is your video clip. And once you have this selected, mind you, whenever it's selected, that's when it has this blue outline around it. I said that correctly. That means you have it selected. And then we have all these buttons down here. Right now, what we're going to do right here is toggle flight mode. Flight mode means we can control how the camera is posed from this interface. So we're going to toggle that as that blue sheen, and then you can move it around like this. And move it how you would normally, just flying creative. Those are pretty much the controls, except you can't sprint or whatever. That's fine. To change how fast you're moving, let's say you want to like get a really minute detail, because this is like hard to keep it. Like imagine you try to center your camera. Like, I want to center it on this pumpkin, but it's kind of difficult because I'm moving too quickly. Use your scroll wheel on your mouse to go down or up. The higher up it is, the faster it is. The less it is, the slower it is. I'm pretty sure it goes to 0.1. Yeah. So I can just center it correctly and do that. And then if you want to do something pretty cool, like this is right click. You hold it and then you move your mouse in whatever direction you want it to tilt. That's how you basically pose the camera on a very basic level. Okay. So now this is the most important. Is it the most important? It's pretty important unless you're doing a no person film or whatever. You're gonna click this little icon right here. It kind of looks like this, right? Like let's put, yeah, the take on that. This is your replays. This is like essentially your actors. I'd refer to it as actors because it's just easier to understand. Then right click, as it says right there, add replay. And then you can click the forms that you've made before. This is Rook, that's not important. Let's grab Brennan, I guess, right? And also, you're wearing the wrong skin. Let's change that. Uh, Where are you? Yeah, it does get a little confusing when you have a shit ton of skins, but you'll figure it out at some point. No, I don't want to look at how it's sunny right now. Where is it? Where is it? It's around here somewhere. Okay, and it might not be around here somewhere, but whatever. You find your skin. If you can't find your skin, just import it again. I'm gonna use green poncho. By the way, you notice how he's missing his eyes in this skin? We'll go over that, but for now, we're gonna keep him missing his eyes. So we're gonna finish editing. We have that selected now, so we can exit out of this. Now we have them. If you want, you don't have to rename them, but if you want to rename them just to keep in track of who's who, if this is a little too small for you to see, name it. There, Brennan, little Brennan. Now, okay, I just X out it. So whenever you have them selected like this, they're always gonna be selected like this unless you unselect them by clicking that replay or not. This is the part where your keybind from earlier comes into play. Your controls here, keybind, go down to the BBS. Wherever you have for record current replay, your current replay or actor is the one you had selected in the replay menu. So we can go ahead and do whatever the fuck we want, right? Let's say I'm just jumping around and trying to hit this thing, right? I'm probably gonna destroy it if I do that, so I need to figure out. I'm gonna get a sword, right? Jumping around and hitting this thing. I'm not doing the stupid clip from, yeah, do I? Okay, I'll do it. Whatever. Let's say fucking where? Where are we going? We'll go down here, right? Yeah, that's how it would play out. You press this key button, it's gonna give you a timer that lasts like 4 seconds, maybe a little less, for you to get ready for it. Straighten yourself or whatever, get ready. And oh yeah, I need slowness for this. Effect at S slow. Oh, I forgot it's not bedrock. No, not slow. Slowness. Infinite. To true. When you press that key button you had earlier, it's gonna start recording, give you time. So we're gonna be moving down here, so I'm gonna move the camera. Toggle flight mode. Turn it. Let's make it go a little faster so we can move this quicker. Like this. And one thing I'll note about camera and these clips here, this is where you can like change things about your clips. Like you name it something like clip 1. And it's gonna show up right here. It's really useful for when editing if you want to keep track of things and you're a really organized person. I do it sometimes if it's like a really long replay, or not replay, a scene. If it's a really long scene, then I'll do it, but most of them I don't. And when you go down here, this is just your position. If you want to like manually do it for some reason, like which is like really weird, you can do that. And this is your angle. You could also just change that. But here's your FOV. Your FOV, you can't really change anywhere else but here. It's at the very bottom. And this is just like the zoom thing. I like to zoom it like maybe down to 24 because it just gives a more cinematic feel, I suppose. So, back to the actors. Once we have that angled, it's gonna give you like 2-3 seconds to get ready. Press your key button, and you can see this blue line. This is the direct center of the camera. These white lines are your field of the camera. Once you step outside this, the camera cannot see you anymore. So this is very useful when you want to have a very specific shot. You can see exactly what your camera is seeing, rather than just trying to guess. So like watch, if I walked up to this and then I went back to the replay, I'd be staring the camera directly in the eyes right now. It's probably not long enough, but even if your clip isn't long enough to really get to the point of what you did, all you have to do is lengthen it so it'll play as long as you need to. This is just me explaining it the entire time. Mind how it has no eyes. I'll get to that later. Okay. Yeah. Now I'm going to record like a regular clip now. Like actually what I'm trying to do here. Boom. Okay, so we have this now. And we can have pretty much however many replays we want in this. From what I know, I've only added up to like 15 before. And now we're gonna add another actor. So you can just choose, you can also choose your recent models, doesn't really matter. Edit, do the same process as before. Who do we want? We want, where the fuck is she? Maggie. She also doesn't have no eyes. She also has no eyes. Don't mind that. And I just made her disappear. Scale her down to her height. She's a little taller than, well, not little, she's a bit taller than little guy right here. So we're gonna make her 0.9, which is like, I don't know, 5'9"-ish, 5'7", 5'8", no, 5'8", 5'9". Wow, I've calculated. I mean, the good thing about this, you can see your previous not replays, actors. It's technically called replays, but it's just easier to explain it that way. You can see your previous actors when you're recording another replay. I was taking a sip of my coffee. Okay. So it's very useful just to understand where they are. In a sense, it's just a nice thing. It was like that in the Blockbuster. So, gonna record this. I don't know where he is. And then we're gonna walk. I don't know why I started sprinting. I have to redo that. Then you oh yeah, to end a film, when you're recording, just press the key button again. There. I'm gonna redo that real quick because walked funny. I sprinted, then I stopped and did that, so that doesn't look right. Always looking back at it. Okay. So now you have two little kids walking in the forest together, right? That's what's going on. And I'm just gonna shorten this clip so it stops whenever they kind of get out of frame, so we can switch to another clip. When do they get out of frame? Like, take 100-ish. Boom. Now I'm going to. Do I want to make another clip or explain some more? We're going to explain models now, since the very basics of the camera. Well, no, let's not explain models. We're going to continue explaining this. So we're going to add our next clip now. This is going to be Dolly. Dolly is something you're going to use a lot, probably, depending on whatever type of film you want to do. So we have this selected. Flight mode. Turn around. And we're going to have to re-record both of the replays because I don't want to do that right now. Normally, by the way, if you didn't want to re-record replays, so like from the beginning, you can always add a second actor. You could duplicate a replay, add a second actor. Well, duplicate a replay. You duplicate a replay by just doing that, and do an invisible toggle in a replay thing. But that's complicated, so we'll explain it later. Whatever pose you want to do right here. We'll go right here, right? Dolly, the way Dolly works is automatically it's going to zoom a little bit for you, like very slowly. Like barely even fucking moving right there, right? So to fix this, Dolly, here we go. It's right below envelope, layer text, whatever. This is how, yeah, just read right there. Distance, which determines how many blocks your dolly will travel given the direction during the given duration. So positive means it will go forward, negative means it will go backwards. So if we go like this, it'll end up backwards by whatever our tick is. So now it goes like this, right? But we want to go, do we want to go back? We want to go forward, I guess. A little, just a hint, but we can see it. That's too slow. Boom. There we go. So this is our dolly clip. So that's pretty much how dollies work. They're just essentially a regular clip. You can do the same things as you do with a idle, but you can make it zoom, right? So I'm just gonna re-record the replays because I don't want to like make it super messy and have to explain one thing, then go back to the other and jumping between things, right? So we're gonna re-record this guy. Oops. I don't know, I just broke. Fix that. Where's this? Start walking. And then blam, okay? I don't know why I did that. I need to redo that. Fix that. That's the part where animation comes in. And whatever you want, I'm just gonna start explaining anyways while I'm doing the first thing. Whenever you are animating something, you're gonna not want to try and act out the movements. You're just gonna want to turn around or do the turning, and that's it. And then go still. Because that's just gonna make it easier for you, because then you're gonna have to like try and delete your previous animations that you did by walking around, jumping, crouching. You don't want any of that because it'll mess up your pose. So now we have this, right? And now we gotta record her. Select her, go back, grab an actual one here. Record this, just record it so it's longer, and it's starting to rain. How cinematic. I don't know why I walked past them, but whatever. This is just figuring out, or show you. Also, whenever you go like this, you're probably not gonna see the walking animations. They are walking now, just know that. I almost enabled the onion skins. Okay. Now that's done, we can go to our next clip. I don't think I'm gonna do the previous thing that I told the essay I was gonna do. I'm gonna animate something for the stupid essay video. No, I'm not, because it's too fucking annoying to also explain things. But okay, add clip a cursor, path. We're gonna do paths now. Paths are pretty cool. They can be a little annoying sometimes. Let's clear this weather. Let's clear clipboard. Weather clear. So paths are paths. It moves your camera however you want it to. So we go to path points. This is path 0. This is the point 0. This is where you initially put your camera. So it's like, I don't know. I want to move over to in front of that pumpkin. So this is your starting point. Okay, let's make it a little more cinematic. And now you're gonna add your second point. And whenever you add technically your first point, it's gonna automatically think it's the end of it until you add more points. So you're just gonna make sure you select on that. It's gonna be darker shade whenever you do that. So toggle flight mode, do as you normally would. Move it to your second point that you want your camera to be at, or your first, and then add your second. Go like this. Then that. And just repeat the process until you're at your final point for it. And to add it, make it ease a bit more, even with these things. These are basically like, I can explain that in a second, but if you want to make it ease a bit more manually, you can just do that. So now we have a path. Pretty simple. Sometimes you'll do that rebound thing. I don't know why. If you don't want that to happen, you can just make like multiple points where it's still. And this is where these are our points. Points are whatever we did, and we can make it how it will ease in. This is the movement that's like, it's hermit. I don't know what the fuck that is, but it's just pretty finite. It's like this, constant. If you want linear, that means it travels at the same speed the entire time. If you want to sign in, that means it will go in slow and then end quickly. Or if you want to sign out, that means comes in fast and ends slowly. And then there's all these different options, but I mainly use sign in, sign out, and like maybe circle out or circle in. These are just like more of like, it's kind of like the principles of animation. Think of it like that. Organic movement constantly has sign in and sign out. Specifically, more so sign in, because slow movement at the beginning, then it ends quickly. Like wave your hand and then stop it suddenly. That's how most motions are done by people and animals and living things. It's like that. Things are more of an organic feel, but if you want to be more robotic, you can always leave it at constant or hermit, whatever it is. But sometimes if you don't, you know what I mean? If you do that, it's best to have constant whenever you're doing like points that are more like that, because then something like that will happen. You want to use constant usually or hermit. Something like that might happen if you want it to be smooth anyways. Okay, that's how paths work. You can also change the angle depending on like your points for the path. So let's make it that one right here. For your path, you can change the angle. I'm gonna name this so we can keep this in check since they're different colors, which makes it even more difficult. So we'll make our first pose or whatever. I don't know why I did that. At a point. So we can also just go like this, and it will do that. So angles also work with it. Anything you could do with your regular camera would do that. And it's gonna take a really long time since it's a really long clip and there's only one point. Let's delete that. Now we can actually go over why these fuckers don't have eyes. Because I like to do a thing called the eye models. The eye models, you can get eye models from, I'm pretty sure my course's description of going over them, or you can go to their Discord, which I don't think I am allowed to link, but I'll link their videos in my description. So, whatever, I'm gonna go to the morphing. Actually, I have to go over the models in general before the eyes, whatever. So let's say, I don't know what the fuck I just clicked. Let's say, why is this not working? Fuck. Buttons. Oh, okay, whatever. I'll do it manually. Be right back. There. So let's say we have our thing, our model that we want to import, which might be the eyes, okay? I'm taking a sip of my coffee. Okay. We have our eyes. I kind of forgot how to import eyes, but I know how to import other models, but whatever. You may or may not have to make a folder for them manually in the models folder of the BBS mod. May or may not. I don't remember. But I'm going to teach you how to make model folders for the models in the models folder of BBS manually either way, because you're going to need that if you want to import any custom models like, I don't know, like horns, Lucifer's mask, or a backpack, or a tail, a gun, or anything, right? So let's find, I don't know. Let's find the file for this real quick and redo it, even though I already have it. I just opened File Explorer twice. File. Where's Discord? I think I might cut this out so it's quicker because I feel like I talk too much. It's taking a really long time to load. I think it's updating. Fuck. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna go back to this. Okay, why is it working when I have this open? Fuck. Okay, whatever. So in the Discord or in the description, there might have like the zip file for the eyes. This is perfectly safe to download. Just let you know. Also, there are tutorials right here. I'll link that too. I'll link all their tutorials. I like that. I'm taking that. Anyways, this is the zip file. You're gonna want to download it. Whatever. Continue to download. Fuck you. Thanks for taking me to Chrome. You done? Are you done? Are you done? It's like 5 megabytes. Okay. Eyes. These are 1 pixel eyes. These are like eyes for characters that. Wait, what the fuck is this again? I'm trying to remember. Fuck. Okay. 1 pixel, yeah, fuck. 1 pixel eyes are for characters that like have the one by two eyes, like the not the big eyes, like bug eyes. They don't have the big eyes. And then the regular eyes are the 2 by 2s, which like Brennan has or whatever, right? And yeah. Now I need to figure out how I originally did these. Let's find out right now. Eyes. Eyes. Okay, I think I remember now. Okay. So depending on whether or not you have this or not, you might not, you probably won't actually. What you want to do to get to this, you're gonna want to have to get to this. I'm closing CapCut because we don't need this anymore. And I'm closing Chrome. Fuck off. Okay. This is the main necessary things open. So whatever, you go over here, you go to Control F wait, was it Control F6? Yes, Control F6. Then you have this. These are open folders. Your models one is the one you're gonna open the most. Open your models. Boom. Takes you to this. I only have so many because I've been using BBS since it came out. So you're gonna have like nothing here. And if you do have something, it's just gonna you're gonna have player. That's it. Maybe eyes, which is a hard maybe. I'm pretty sure you won't have that. You're gonna just have player. And you're gonna want to make your right click here, new folder. And you're gonna name it what you want it to be named. Like I'm gonna want to do eyes, but I'm gonna name it eyes 2, just so it doesn't get all fucked up, right? And then it will appear in your models area, like from earlier. Eyes 2. And then you go to the zip file. And you're gonna grab this. Oh, you're gonna grab each eyes folder individually. Copy it to that, or drop it, whatever it does. Grab the other one. Drop it to that. And now you have eyes. And these are textures. These right here are textures that you're gonna have to retexture to do the eyes. It's really fucking confusing sometimes, just trying to figure out what the texture is what. But I kind of prefer doing it in BBS-ish, if you know what I mean, because it's a little less complicated. But because there is like a literal texture editor in BBS somehow, by some means, McCourse figured out how to do that, which is pretty cool. But these are just the textures for the eyes, like 1 pixel, 1 by 2 pixel eyes or whatever. And then yeah, you're gonna have to change that to get your own customized later on down the line. But now you just have these. So if I went in here, it might be in there or might have broken. Yeah, 2 eyes 2. Those appear after some time. This is what I did with the custom texture though. I made eyes. These are Brennan's eyes. So if I went to little Charlie's model right here, and I right clicked on that right there, the BBS model of them, add body part. This is really important. It's a really nice thing to do. If you want to add like masks, you want to add a tail, you want to add ears, you want to add anything at all that sticks to them and doesn't really move, that's important. And then we're gonna click this. Now we have eyes. And they aren't inherently shaped. They're a little too big for little Charlie right here, because you're supposed to really add all body parts before you like size down a character. Otherwise, you might have to manually size it down, but whatever. Attach them to the head. Translate it down. Oh, no, it just automatically adjusts to their size. That's nice. I guess it does that. And now you can make all these. Also, if you right click on this, you see all this? These are the body parts of it. Right click on it. You're not going to have these, but you're going to have everything else. There's automatic emotions like for you that they're made for the person. All these, I didn't make any of these other than the ones at the top. Everything I made: shocked angry, puppy eyes, new angry, fond, different angry, best anger. I have a lot of angries. Everything like regular angry, annoyed, close, cute, huh? I figure, look down. I didn't make any of these. These are just pre-made for you. It's really fucking nice. I love it. And it's like a good thing to work off of if you aren't confident in making emotions or whatever. And then if you just want to reset it. If you want to save a pose that you have on here, name it, and then just press save pose, and it'll pop up at the top with the rest of these. Really fucking nice. Making sure I'm recording that. And then I got off the fucking be right back screen. So now you have eyes, and you can fucking make different emotions. And all that. And now we're gonna go off of the actual importing like custom models or whatever, because McCourse's, yeah, that was McCourse's. You can import models that are made specifically for BS, like I just did here, but we're gonna go off of McCourse's and what McCourse does. And not what the fuck am I just said? What the fuck did I just say? Am I saying any words right now? Okay, whatever. So let's say we have a custom model. This is not the fucking one I want to open right now. Let's say we have a custom model. This is not it either. A custom model we want to make. We're gonna do the same process of what we did for the eyes. New folder, name it whatever it is. Like let's say let's go to Blockbench to see what I have to store here. This is only for inanimate objects, by the way, or something that you're gonna animate manually, like every movement manually. So I've never imported an animated model, so you're gonna actually have to watch my course for that because they do go over that, but I've never done that. So I don't know. What do we want to import here? Let's fucking import the snork, even though it's not gonna move and it's not fully textured yet. Let's import the snork. The silly snork. Now, actually, you're gonna have to learn how to use Blockbench a tiny bit either, but whatever. Once you figure out how to use Blockbench, you're gonna want to find your loaders or whatever. Not the loaders. What the fuck am I talking about? Where is it? Where is it? I know it's here. Plugins. Here we go. BBS. You just search up BBS model importer or whatever. Yeah, you have that installed. You make sure you have that installed, whatever. Then you go to the model you want to import wherever. When you export it, export as BBS model. That's what you want to do. I'm going to put it into my download so it's easy to find. And then you're going to go to your texture. If you want the texture for, which you probably will, that's not what I'm going to do. Save as. Make it easy to find. Boom. Now you can close Blockbench or whatever. So now we're going to go to. Oh, I didn't even name it. Did I name it? No, I didn't name it. What the fuck? Let's name this real quick. Snork. Snork. And then, yeah, okay. Snork. Grab the converted BBS. Wait a minute, this is not converted BBS. What the fuck? I guess I changed it. Whatever. Drop it. Boom. And now, if we want to be able to add texture to it, make a new folder in this folder. Name it skins, all lowercase. Grab your texture. Drop it in there. Make sure it's in there. Boom. You should be done. Yep, the snork's in here. Look at this little shit. Now you pick a texture, skins, snork. Look at that little shit. Now, it will also take everything that you did in Blockbench, which is for inanimate objects. You're gonna want to combine everything into under one bone. Not combine. Well, put everything under one bone so it only has one thing, so you can move it all. Because fucking now it's all like this, right? I wouldn't be able to move him at all. I don't even think there's an anchor on this guy. Yeah, there's no anchor. So you want to combine it all into one object on Blockbench or whatever, or all under one bone, so it just moves all as one mass if it's a entirely an inanimate object. Or you could always leave it so there's like one or two bones, so you can animate certain things, like my revolver or whatever. Yeah. My revolver, I didn't know how to do this initially, so I just did it without, I don't know, well, whatever. This is an example of a fully fucking one thing, or whatever. Everything's under one bone. So you move it as like a one model, whatever. Initially, I don't know, I have two revolver models, so I don't know why this one's all weird like this, but I had everything but the barrel right here in the bones, and then I could only animate that. And I'd have to keep it with it manually, which was kind of annoying, but whatever, you know. But you can always make it a different model or whatever and add it as a bone and it'll stick with it and stuff, you know. That I'm talking a lot right now, it's making it kind of confusing, but that's how you import models. And I'm gonna get rid of this guy later because it's useless. It takes up space. But yeah, that's how you import models, and that's is there anything else I need to cover? Oh, animation. Fuck. Okay. Let's go to this film right here. Let's grab fucking Charlie. Where'd your eyes go? Give your eyes back. Form. Oh, head. Oh, okay. Now he has eyes. So with animation, it's pretty simple actually. It's like one of the easiest animation things you'll ever do. All you have to really keep in mind, all you have to really know about animation is just the basics of movement. Kind of what I was explaining earlier of like the easing of the camera and stuff like that. What feels organic and how you'll animate like movements and just kind of like making it look less robotic, like one point to another, one point to another, one point to another, at like like a constant speed. That's that's what's gonna make it kind of look funny. Why is CapCut still open? Close that. We can also close files now. We also close Discord now. Boom. Okay. No. No, let's say fucking. What do I want to do? Actually, I can go to the. Actually, I really should this with a bunch of people. Uh, Maggie and Charlie. So, ooh, this has audio for Hell Above. Okay, whatever. We're gonna see this guy get shoved. So you can see like whatever gets shoved. That's like something that you do with like solely animation. Like from the point, like you don't move from okay, where are we standing right here? Whenever you want to animate something like that moves the character a lot, whatever, you don't move. You just stop moving whenever you know the animation's going to start, so you can animate everything else manually, except the movement of your head. Movement of your head. You can move your head however much you want. Just try not to move your body. So I wouldn't recommend turning your head a whole lot because that makes your anchor rotate or whatever, all that, and then you will animate that manually. So let's go into the replay editor. This is going to look very confusing, but I trust you it's not. These are all just different things. Don't look at any of this right here, ever. Never. Unless you, for some reason, moved while you're animating, you're going to have to delete some of that. Like the body yaw or whatever, all that. But posing this right here, the pose and zero pose. This is eye pose, by the way. Zero pose is like your second body part, which is the eyes. So if I clicked on this, yeah, this is the eyes and all the emotions on their face. Now we're gonna go down here. Oh my god, I can't fuck this up because this is for Helluva, but see them fucking connected. Okay, click on this. Everything is normal. The only reason you're also if your character is bigger or shorter or whatever, you're gonna see translate Y from whenever you move them up and down. Try not to reset the transformations because you're gonna have to do that again manually. But whatever. And then we'll go to the second pose where they actually got hit. Actually, I should probably just do this in a new replay because this is kind of fucked. Okay. Let's try and recreate that, okay? Just whatever. Standing still. Try and recreate this. Stand still. And then I'll get rid of I'll move the camera in the correct way again. Okay, it's long enough. And then go to our camera editor, delete clip 2, clip fuck free. Grab this, turn around. Okay. So we want to, I don't know, fucking flying backwards. The force of like an airbender flew them back, okay? So whenever we do this, we're gonna go to replay editor, go down, pose. And you're gonna add a pose at your 0, because that's just their original pose, right? Standing there. Because if you just animate off the bat with your first one, it's just gonna fuck everything up. So you're gonna add your second one, that's where you can start doing stuff. Also, probably not wait till 50, because that's like a lot. Because look how slow it is. It's probably gonna be like, I don't know, you just have to watch it and like kind of judge based on it. But I'm probably gonna do like 5 or 10. See how fast it gets to it. Okay, that needs to be way quicker. Okay. Just think of these like keyframes. Like if you're an editor or whatever, or keyframes. Just keyframes. One thing will change another, and it'll go into that, and you can I don't know. interpret that as you will, because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm a bad teacher. And you can select every single body part here. I don't recommend selecting the second layers of your skin, like all this stuff. Never select the second layers because then it'll just move that, not your arm. If you move the entire arm, leg, whatever, head, it'll move the second layer with it. So just ignore all of that. So we're gonna animate them flying backwards. Grab the anchor. Whenever you move the anchor, that's moving the entirety of the body, and it doesn't change the transformation or like how it's rotated on all the body parts, but it'll go with it, you know? So if they're being flung back, we're gonna have to rotate them a little bit. And then backwards, just a hint. Okay. A little quicker. No, no, because it's a little slow at first, and then it gets quick. Right, yeah. See how fast it gets this together. Then that. Also, if you want to do if you don't want to go off the base of like your camera angle right here, you can always click this. This is your POV thing. This is the camera. This is free. I don't recommend ever clicking free because it kind of fucks up your camera. Orbit, first person, third person, front. So this is just like angles of your camera. First person, orbit. Orbit is really fucking useful, but it's only useful for like if the first half of your animation because it sticks to where your character originally was. So if you're moving like a fucking lot and you're animating like a shit ton, you're gonna have to end up just using free look, which is kind of it just fucks up your camera angle, but whatever, you know? You can always redo it. And then you could just go back to camera whenever you need to. Do not use free. Okay, orbit. There. And with orbit, you move around with your middle mouse button, whatever. That's pretty much it. Middle mouse button, and everything else is just for this. Go back to the anchor. Then you're just gonna do whatever. I mean, this is kind of just interpretive because this is pretty self-explanatory right here. But you're just gonna, I don't know, animate however you see fit, or whatever. Also, I should probably animate their arms. Yeah, I should delete this and then grab. It's a little slow, huh? I'm pretty sure this is as quick as you can get. No, what the fuck am I doing it slow for? Middle is where it gets quick. That's a little too quick for that. Also, whenever you're animating, try and actually find like videos that kind of match what's going on because that just really helps a lot to understand like what is like the sense of gravity and weight and all that. Like there's recoil whenever you hit the ground, or like certain movements might like affect the like parts of the body that you don't really think about whenever you're animating because you're just thinking about the main points, which is fine sometimes. Sometimes it's just like get to the point or whatever, and viewers won't really notice like all these small details, but just like adding them together can actually make a scene look better if something looks wrong. But it's not always necessary, but it just helps improve it. I'm doing this just off of, I don't know, my brain, so it's probably not gonna look the best. But whenever you like reference things, use references, this is like the same rule in art, it looks better. And I mean, this is like a fairly easy thing to learn too, because it's just like there's not a lot of joints. We're just figuring it out. Yeah, it's like very basic animations. So I don't know. I guess it's kind of, yeah. I don't know. I'm a bad teacher. Dude, I'd suck as a teacher so bad if I ever got into the teaching industry for some reason. You know how bad of a teacher I would be? I was saying, yeah, so like, yeah, fucking. I'd suck so bad. I get fired. Trying to like understand how gravity would affect him. Smack the back of my head on that dirt. I'll like delete Maggie because Maggie's not doing nothing. Oh fuck, I deleted the wrong replay. Fuck, whatever. You get the how the animation works anyways. I did not mean to delete that replay, but whatever. That's how animation works. Is there anything else I need to cover? There is particles, but I've never fucking used that because it's so weird. It's like, well, it's not, it's probably easy to learn. It's just that's something now I haven't learned, which is really daunting to me. I just never go into these sections. Yeah. But if you just want to do the basics, this is pretty much all you need to know, I'm pretty sure. Is there any other tricks and stuff? Oh, the disappearing and like making new actors. Okay, let's grab something real quick. New actors and stuff. I need to add the replay before I can do anything. Replay. Okay. So let's say just doing something like, let's say I want to walk behind a tree and a new actor comes out, right? Like let's like some cool transition scene or something, right? Let's do that. Add the clip. That's not a clip. I'm in the wrong section. Yeah, I'm in the fucking action editor. I've never used action editor, but whatever. Okay. Am I still in orbit mode? Yeah, I am. That's no wonder. So you want to do a cool transition right here. This is like a really butchered example because I'm not going to put the effort into it, but this is like the basics, you know? So, cool transition scene. Let's grab your first actor, the first actor that's going to be into it. Whatever. Boom. Now you have this. Shorten that, so whenever we watch it, we don't have to watch the whole thing. Open replay. No, actually, open your replays. Duplicate replay. Then you edit them. Go here. Click like whatever, whoever the fuck else you want. Now you have two of the same actors doing the exact same thing, like no differences at all. Same movements. But you notice that they're phasing into each other, so how are we gonna fix that? Replay editor, visible. First thing, disable it. And you find out exactly whenever they go behind that tree. Shadow can't be seen. Then, visible. Now when they walk out, they will be visible. And then we just do the same thing with the other actor. And this is like a really neat trick I figured out before. If you just need to like, I don't know, switch actors real quick whenever you're doing something, or you want to do like that thing in the Lucifer I did, which was really simple, but have somebody mistake somebody for somebody else, or just any sort of thing that, I don't know, this is kind of niche, but not niche at the same time. You get what I mean? Visible. Yes, this is visible. No, they're not visible. So when they come out, it's going to be a different person. Kind of. Yeah. That's how you use the visible thing. These things, I'd never really used these ever. In the history of ever, I don't think I've ever used those. Actions I never used actually. I never used color, I never used transfer, I never used texture. I don't know. But those are the like the very those are the things, these are the things that you'll use often. If you want to learn other things, you just fuck around. I don't know. Or look for the tutorials that McCourse has on YouTube. I don't know how fucking long this is. I think I've been recording for like over an hour right now. Whatever. But that's pretty much it. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be it. And now we can end this video, I think.